You need this too. You're
We
very
oh we got to
welcome.
get
We
some.
don't do hate. We don't do
We don't
hate
do
over here. So
haters. You
all the
know,
bees come on in and get loved on.
get some love done. You know what? I think people don't understand the Badu humor. I understand it perfectly. See, I mean, I go back almost 30 years with the Badu humor. I love it. You know what I'm
I
saying?
can't change it. I know I'm over a lot of people's heads with my humor, and sometimes my humor interrupts people's anger. So
Mm.
they would, they probably don't understand what I'm talking about.
Well,
I
listen, like Badu said,
don't trust people that don't have no sense of humor.
you know,
I say unfollow me.
I say,
Unfollow me if you don't have no sense of humor, because we ain't gonna get along.
well, Badu, you think they'd be lacking some activity around the five doctors, maybe putting them in that space of non-humor?
Quite possibly. I was.
Mm.
I don't get whenever I don't get my five doctors. That could be Monday. That could be Thursday.
Right,
Whenever I
right.
don't get my things, then I fall victim to my inadequacies and jealousies and
Mm.
all those kinds of things too. But when I eat healthier and get my nutrients, I don't feel those things. They're
Mm.
not present. They
Mm.
cannot coexist.
Come on.
Yeah.
Badu, could you name five enemies of the five doctors? Like, what are the five, what's the opposite of the ma'at, the balance?
Okay,
We name five
let's see. Well, let's
remedies.
take
So,
one by one.
one by one.
Okay, the first doctor we said is Dr. Sleep. The enemy of Dr. Sleep is Dr. Circadian Rhythm off. When your Dr. Circadian Rhythm off means that you are not in alignment with the earth and its clock. So
Mm.
that's the opposite. So when you stay up and fight sleep, and some people can't go to
Mm.
sleep,
Mm.
it's hard.
Does
When
that
I
make
got
does
to
that make them irritable and snappy, and that when they don't have that nourishment?
Oh, yeah, and it doesn't allow the body to do what it does because, believe it or not, each organ has a time of day that it's activated when it starts doing its work. For
Mm.
example, the gallbladder is 11 p.m. to 1 a.m.,
Mm.
the liver is 1 a.m. to 3 a.m., the lungs are 3 a.m. to 5 a.m., large intestines 5 a.m. to 7 a.m.
Mm.
So when the organs don't have a chance to regenerate the right way, the next day they got to borrow energy from the cells, whatever cells are available. It could be
Wow.
your skin, it could be your uh, physical heart, it could be your kidneys, it could be anything.
Right.
You got to borrow energy if your body doesn't have time to produce the hormones that it needs to keep the chemical flow going so that the cells can communicate properly.
Mm. Mm.
So the
Okay.
opposite of Dr. Sleep will be Dr. Stay Up All Night on the phone.
Screen time, too much screen
Too much
time.
screen time,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, 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 yeah.
So the opposite of Dr. Nutrition would be the lack of nutrition. It
Yeah,
means that
malnutritious. Yeah.
you're not eating to live consciously. And a lot of times we don't have the finances or time. We're worried about food, clothing, and shelter for the most part. So
Mm.
we don't have enough money or time. But if doing the right research, you'll figure out a way to eat healthy if that's what you really want to do. You'll find a way. So the opposite of Dr. Nutrition is Dr. Junk Food.
Dr. Junk Food. Sugar
Yeah.
crack.
Dr. Starch.
Dr.
Right.
Starch. Yeah.
Dr.
Mm.
Ash.
Okay.
Right. So the
So okay, so we
opposite
got we
of
have we have sleep, we have nutrition, Dr.
yeah.
Sunshine. We want to go
The
there?
opposite of Dr. Sun is Dr. Caveman. When you are
Mm.
not getting outside, when you're avoiding outside, and you're avoiding outside a lot of times because we may be depressed or feel down. But I think we don't know if we stay, the more longer we stay inside, the more deficient of vitamin D we become, and vitamin D is the key. When you get enough sun, you are giving the body a chance to be reactivated.
Mm.
You know, so the opposite of Dr. Sun is Dr. Caveman, staying inside.
Mm.
Netflix, chill. Too
Mm.
much Netflix and chill. Yeah.
Okay, so we got Dr. Movement next, right?
Yes. Dr. Movement, Dr. Exercise. The opposite of that will be Dr. Sitting on your ass. If
Dr. Lazy, Dr.
all you want to
Lazy.
do, is sit on your ass. Look, cause all I want to do is sit on my ass too. But we can't do that if we
Mm,
want to feel energized and good and perform at our highest ability of kindness.
mm.
You got to get those in. So the opposite of Dr. Exercise would be Dr. Sitting on your ass.
Doctor sitting on your ass.
Yeah.
I think we have one more doctor of the opposite.
Yes. There goes some more bees. Welcome, bees. Come on in.
Salute to the
Good to see
Beehive.
y'all.
Love and
Salute to
light.
the Beyhive. Love life. Okay, the last doctor would be Dr. Meditation. So the opposite of Dr. Meditation is Dr. Disconnection.
Mm. Doctor
Yeah.
disconnected. Why do you feel people take the feel disconnected? Is there something that you observed in that, or why people
Yeah.
just maybe sit in that place? Is it
You
fear?
know,
Is it fear? It's fear to express or to connect?
why do people feel disconnected? Supernova, I'm gonna have my first answer is gonna have to be I don't know. You
Mm,
know, I don't know why they
mm,
come feeling disconnected already. I used to think it was because uh, childhood or uh, certain traumas and things like that, but it's deeper than that, and I don't know yet.
mm,
I think it's in our mitochondrial gene, it's in the DNA why people feel disconnected, and people who come here disconnected usually
mm,
get diagnosed with things, um, with mental challenges and differences. They get diagnosed with those kinds of things because they're disconnected from what's going on here. And the ones that
mm.
are usually disconnected usually have to join groups of people who are also disconnected.
Oh wow, hive mind.
Hive mind.
Mm,
Yeah, they also have to join groups of people who are also disconnected in order to feel powerful, or
mm.
they feel useless alone, you know.
Wow, wow. So again, the opposite of the meditation is the disconnect, and so the more we can be still enough and focus on the breath, we can connect.
That's true.
Is that yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a practice you think is good for parents and children and even couples, figuring out how to make that space with doctor meditation?
Yeah. I think so. We should start very young with children,
Mm,
teaching them the five doctors and how to feel better and feel good, because it's the key to relationships and communication. It's the key to carrying your own
mm,
weight. It's a key to not blaming others for your expectations. It's a key
mm,
to not having to join a group in order to feel better about yourself.
mm.
Yeah, it's key to all those things.
That's the key. So activating those five doctors, we can establish like our autonomy, our sovereign state of well-being if we allow that to happen. Is that true? Would you say that'd be a
I,
pathway?